Welcome to Mars. Look at how poor quality that image is. We have to go through every image, pull it from the archive, not from the raw images that are released to the public. Remove the dust filter, the orange color filter, and then you get the enhanced image that looks, you can see what's there. If you're having trouble seeing the anomaly, it's almost always right in the middle of the image. This looks like some stairs. Lots of right angles. Wait for the enhancement. Look at that. Did you see the difference in that? Up on the top of the hill, you got this statue. Looks like a frog or a lizard. Looks more like a frog. Looking to the right. This, you have a face looking upward, skyward. Many of the faces on Mars are looking skyward, just like the big main face on Mars, the famous face on Mars. This looks like some mechanical parts or metal or tools. Notice the right angles in the shape of this object. It's quite odd. And keep in mind, folks, that all of these images were taken within close proximity. Sure, nature can make these shapes, but you don't get all these shapes all within a few miles of each other. This is a animal skull. It's kind of difficult to make that one out. This is probably natural. This is another statue looking to the right. Notice the geometry within this. It looks like a building foundation, perhaps. This is indescribable. Looks like something from the Slee Stacks in Land of the Lost. Lots of odd shapes on Mars just poking out of the sand. This is a scoop. It was imaged right next to the rover. Many people say it fell off the rover. Here's the femur bone. Who knows what that is? It's something not natural. This is the famous trapezoid. It's been heavily studied, imaged by, I believe, Pathfinder or Opportunity. Another face looking skyward. The final death grip. This, you can see a pipe coming out of a rock. Many people said that's a radiator. This looks like a carbon rod embedded in a stone. Look at all those gadgets and whatever. That's an unenhanced image. That's the pyramid up on the mountain. Keep in mind when you're looking at this stuff that it's all very old. Look at that. How could that be natural? Looks like something that would be used in a structure. You know, not a modern structure, but a structure. That looks like a boat. It's kind of a small. Look at the shape of that. You gonna tell me that's natural? Look at that. Is that natural? How does that form? This looks like some sort of crustaceans. That's the famous face on Mars. That's heavily enhanced so you can see it. I don't know what that is, but there's lots of right angles, and there's another face looking up at the sky. That looks like a tomahawk or some sort of tool. Looks to be obvious metal. Some sort of machined or tooled object. It's a brick or something. This mineral deposit is probably natural, but it just goes to show you that Mars has a large diversity. Here's some bones. Oh, there wasn't a close-up of those bones. This looks like a Buddha statue. There's some structures up on the mountains. These are some satellite images now we're getting into. These are water streaks going down the mountain and a boulder trail. Boulder fell down the mountain, avalanche or whatever. Look at that. What's that blue one? That's a pretty famous lizard statue. There's just all kinds of weird stuff on Mars. That looks like a weapon you could hold in your hand and stab someone with. That's the birdhouse. It's kind of hard to make out. That's the Templar statue. He's holding a sword. It's kind of hard to make out. You know, it really doesn't matter if you can determine what the object is. It's just not, it doesn't look natural. You know, it just doesn't look natural. How could it be? Look at that. That's an excellent statue. It's laying down. The head's at the top. The base is at the bottom of the image. This is a stone rabbit with a hammer next to it. Another statue. Another statue. You can see the face on the right. Kind of evil looking. That is, who knows what that is. It looks like some cracked up bones. That's another face looking up. Egyptian style. That's like a Buddha statue, kind of. Looking to the left. That's like pottery full of sand. That speaks for itself. Could that be some Martian writing on the side of a wall? Look at those shapes. More odd shapes. Some building foundations. Keep in mind, this is what I see in these images. More just right angles, and this is a structure. Ruins of a structure. Here's some more metal bars. This is the arrowhead or spear tip. More foundations or blocks. This is a sewer pipe. Partially revealed. Here's some, sure looks like bones. You know, fossils. This is structures up on the mountain. Another statue. Look at the bottom of that. It looks like it has some sort of hook. The golden disc. You know, what's that doing on Mars? Why is it shaped like that? Here's a statue standing in an alcove. Look at that. Look, the older images have better anomalies you can see. Look at that. That's a sarcophagus. Here's some sort of seashell. Sure looks like it. That's probably a statue of an animal. There's the cityscape up on the mountain. Mountain Sharp. That is a face on a pyramid that's on the side of Mountain Sharp. There's the Stonehenge from the satellite image. There's another partial Stonehenge. I mean, it sure is suspicious the way that's like a partial perfect circle. Look at all those angles in there in that face. Explain that, NASA. Not interested, huh? I don't even want to comment on that. It's X-rated. If you get it, you get it. That is the Sphinx. Look at that on the bottom left. There's a wolf looking up on the left. That's up on Mount Sharp also. That is mostly broken. Another face. More foundations of structures. And that is the killer whale. That is the color shown in NASA, black and white. Thanks for watching.